You tree fern growers, that's how to protect a Dicksonia Antarctica in this growing zone. We're in the high end of zone 8B and into zone 9, and that's actually probably, this climate here where I live on the north end of Salt Spring has been zone 9 for quite some time now. We haven't had any temperatures, low temperatures below 20 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 6.5. But January 2017, we've had a good cold stretch here. We've had 9 minimum temperatures below freezing, so below 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. And so it's been this continuous freeze, but not cold enough here. The low temperatures have been just below freezing, so not cold enough to damage any of the plants here. We grow a lot of broadleaf evergreens. There's bay tree, there's Lithocarpus henryi, that's the tanbark oak. There's lots of fatsias growing in here. So anyway, like I say, it's the 14th of January today. And that's how to protect the Dicksonia Antarctica. So the fronds will brown out and turn crispy, fried from the cold at temperatures down to around 20 degrees Fahrenheit or just below. The inner crown is the most tender part of the tree fern. So even if you don't protect that trunk, which I do anyway, because I don't want to ever lose this thing. So through this cold snap, I threw a little bit of swimming pool cover around the trunk. And in there I got some burlap and in the inner crown where the cosiers emerge, and some bubble wrap on top with a little piece of plywood. Like I say, most tender part of the tree fern. If that freezes, your tree fern is dead. I've planted this one in April 1994, and it's continued to flourish, and there's only been about 2 winters since we planted it that the fronds have browned out. I believe it was the winter of December 1998 and December of 2008, when we also had an extended freeze, but with temperatures just slightly lower than 20 degrees Fahrenheit. The trunk should be hardy down to near minus 10 degrees Celsius, or around 15 degrees Fahrenheit. But for short durations, and size does matter when it comes to ferns. A small one will probably peter out in the cold. You get these bigger ones are fine. So you can see there's no damage to that. And like I say, it's been this clear, cool, dry weather here on Salt Spring Island, and yet it continues to flourish. You see I have it planted in an alcove. I always look at these microclimates when it comes to planting some of these on the edge borderline plants. There's some beautiful ones growing around Vancouver and among the city down on Alberni Street that were planted years ago, and that would be a zone 9 microclimate. And there are other ones growing on Salt Spring Island as well. So there we have it here on the north end of Salt Spring Island, a Tasmanian tree fern growing in our garden here and flourishing. That is one happy camper, folks. So that's how to protect your tree fern. Remember that if you invest in one of these, because they are not cheap. They're around $15 to $20 a trunk inch. So that one there has got just around 6 feet of trunk on it. All right, so remember that, folks. When you're out shopping for a tree fern, you don't want to lose them. Every so often you get a cold blast, and if you don't protect it properly, they're going to be done. Thanks for watching.